So I recently finished the biggest goal that I've ever set for myself on RS, to get myself 200 mil prayer on my hardcore Iron Man. So it took me a while, but I'm finally done with Vyres, and today I wanted to just share the loot with you, and you can decide for yourself whether it's going to be worth it for you. So break it down then. I got myself 500 mil cash stack at least. I spend a lot of money on broads, on runes, on various other things daily. Basically wherever I can sink cash into the game in exchange for resources, I will. So I use a lot of money, and I don't think this is particularly accurate, but I'm an iron, so be aware that the rest of these resources are also tapped into as well. But that's why I'm going to break them down and let you know exactly what kind of numbers you are going to look at, or be looking at, if you go for this grind. So I'd say mostly it's probably about 700 mil cash, maybe more. These alks are all from when I started to scroll the items to the bank so that I could AFK for longer. So I would alk and I would send the items to the bank at the same time. Just made things a lot easier for me to AFK and made the whole grind a lot better. So I would recommend doing that if you take anything from this video. The keys are obviously a big one. I got myself at least 3k, so what you're looking at here is half at least. Maybe it's even 4k. I definitely used a lot of keys in the past, so take from those figures what you will. The rune arrows are decent alks. Again, decent alks. And obviously the big one here for a lot of people is the runes. So 380k blood runes. The vast majority of those are from purely Vyres, so I've not crafted that many blood runes, and I don't buy that many either. Most of these are from Vyres, and you can actually see the ratio between the two runes. So these are dropped at 15, these are dropped in 10, so it's almost a 15 to 10 ratio. The runes then I just want to talk about because they are dropped differently. The Aventors, Snapdragons and Ranars all drop at the same frequency, so you can expect yourself about 67,000 of each of these. Maybe you can round it up to 70k each, as I've used a lot of these herbs already. And for the rest of the herbs, they are all dropped in the same frequency as well, so you can expect the same amount of all of those. So I said that it's about 7,000 of each of these. So that's Dwarfweed, Lanternine, Toadflax, Quorm, Torstal and Cadentine. And it's important to note that you also get the seed variants of each of these herbs. So if you want to collect the seeds to get even more herb XP, you can. So the Stone Spirits aren't as good as they used to be, but they are still good. I would say that they are more along the 3k mark, the Runite Stone Spirits, so they're not as accurate as I would like them to be for the video, but hey ho. The Limpworts are absolutely bang on. I haven't used any of those or to any amount, and 99% of the wines are from Vyres. All of the red spider eggs are from Vyres, and the uncuts are probably about 18,000 or so from Vyres. So that's an incredible amount of crafting XP as well, probably about 4 mil if you add in boosts. And obviously you get a load of XP as well. That's the primary reason that I train skills. So all this loot is good for herblore XP and stuff, right? But the main thing is that I got myself 120 attack, 120 HP, 200 mil strength, 200 mil prayer, 120 firemaking with even more. So I got about 135 mil firemaking XP total. You also get about 80 or 90 mil farming XP, depending on how many seeds you want to keep. So it's up to you. You probably would get 120 just if you destroyed every seed. Well, I think you actually would get 120 if you destroyed all seeds. I personally kept about 1,000 to 1,500 of each seed, just so I had enough for future use. This was at a time when herbs weren't as when herbs were more important, I mean, before the 120 herb upset. Anyways, yeah, I'll cut it there before I get on too long. I really hope you enjoyed the video. It took me a long time to get this loot, but it was worth it in the end. I don't have any regrets about doing Vyres. Thoroughly recommend the grind. It's pretty AFK. If you want to lure the Vyres and get a little bit more XP per hour, then you can. check out on my channel, you see a video on how to do that. I didn't do too much of that, but it's a nice little method to know of and be aware of. And if you want to mix things up, you can. So have a look at that and subscribe for more videos.